and welcome back to another lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. So far in this section we have learned about the extrude tool. We have also learned about the revolve tool, the sweep tool, loft and the coil tool. Now in this video we are going to explain about these other tools which are also very important: the embros, the drive, the rib, the decal and the import tool. Now we're not going to talk about the drive tool because it is for a more advanced level, and the import tool is just to import any other files of CAD software like AutoCAD and SolidWorks or so on. Now let's begin with the embros tool. In order to use this tool we first need to have a model or a object. Let's go ahead and make a simple object here. Let's begin with a rectangle. Let's make it just big enough. And now we are going to make two more circles here, and I'm going to explain later to you why I am making these circles. And finish the sketch. Let's make an extrusion. Select all of these. Let's make it symmetrical and make it big enough. 20 millimeters I think is enough. Okay. Now we are going to need to create a plane in this direction here. So let's go and make this plane here visible. So we're going to use it. Let's make this visible. Hit the home view, and now we're going to offset it, offset from plane, and let's place it here. You can place it anywhere you want. Now let's go ahead and start a sketch on this one. Now we're going to make this tool here and start to make a simple text. Just make sure you make it big enough. Let's type in Autodesk Inventor. Hit OK. I'm going to make it just to fit in this place here. OK. Now we can go and finish. Alright. So let's go and use the embros tool. Let's click on it. Now it asks us to select the profile, which is the text we want to create, and the face. Now unless it is a curve, we will need to click here, wrap to face, and now we will need to choose the face. Here we have three more options. We can either embros from face or engrave it from face, or we can use this tool here. Now let's change the direction here. We will make it emboss from face and click OK. Let's see what happens. And now as you can see, it worked pretty well. Let's just remove this. Let's make it invisible. Okay, here it is, and now you can see it did actually very well. Now I want to show you what happens if we do it on a non-curved side. If we have a flat side like this, we can just directly go in it and make a text here. let's type in Autodesk is very useful. Okay, hit enter and let's place it here. Now let's finish it and let's go and make a embros. Select this and select the face. Now if you want to make an embros from face, or if we want to engrave, let's try this and let's make this direction here. Hit OK. Oops, we did a mistake here. Let's make this direction. And now it's working. So we did the opposite of this side. As you can see, it's a very simple tool. It's also very useful. But we can also edit the depth, I mean the height of this. Let's go and edit feature. We can choose it 1 millimeters. We can make it 0.5 smaller. Just hit enter. And now it's much more better. We can also do the same thing for this other side. Let's go and edit feature. Now we can change the depth. We can make it 0.5 as well. And as you can see, it works just fine. So that's it for the embros. There's not much to it. Let's just go and see if we forgot something. No. That's all there is to it. Okay. Let's close this. We are gonna delete these because now we are gonna go and explain. Let's delete the sketch as well. And this board, we are gonna delete this, but we are not gonna delete the plane. Okay. I mean the sketch. So we are gonna need that later. Now we are going to explain the other tool here, which is very similar, but it only has to do with pictures. Let's go and edit this sketch. Now we are going to delete this and we are going to insert a picture, I mean an image. You can choose any image you want. Let's go and find a better picture on Google. Okay, so now we are back. I have downloaded an image from Google and I saved it in desktop here. I've chosen this Switzerland flag. Of course, I'm not from Switzerland, but I choose it just in this case for this example here. Let's make it smaller. I will give this a 20mm diameter and I'm gonna place it here. Okay, let's make it even smaller. Let's make it 15mm. Okay, now let's go and finish the sketch. And just as the same thing with the embros tool, you're going to decal, select the image and select the face. Hit OK and there it is. We can do the same thing for this side here. Let's just offset it a little bit so you can see what is going on. Let's offset it here. Start a new sketch. Insert an image. I have the Switzerland flag. Let's take the dimension and make it 15. Okay, now let's move it here. Finish the sketch. Go ahead, take the decal option select the image, and then you select the face. Okay, so let's see what happens if we actually have it not quite in the center here. I'm just going to go and edit this a little bit. So let's say we have it at this point here, not quite in the face, but somewhere at the edge. Let's finish this. Go and use the decal tool, select the picture and the face. Okay, now as you can see, if it is in the edge, it will cut off the rest which is not inside the face. So this is how this tool works. Okay, so that's it for this for these two tools, the embros and the decal. These are very simple tools. These are not used very often, but in some cases when you need to insert a picture or something like that. Okay, I'm going to delete these one more time, because now I'm going to explain the last tool here, the rib tool. So in order to use the rib tool, we are also going to need to have So in order to use the rib tool, we first need to have a object. Okay, let's go and make it. I am going to start from the XZ plane. Let's start from here, and let's make a rectangle here. Now we are going to make an offset. No, I'm gonna go just ahead and create a solid object here, and then make it symmetrical. Hit OK. I'm gonna make this invisible, and I'm gonna make here an opening. So only this time I'm gonna use this option here, which we didn't yet explain, but only this time, so you can see what it does. But we are going to explain later for that in a special lecture. Okay, so we need to have a object like this with an opening inside here. Now we start a sketch, and we can make it in this dimension here. We can also make it lower inside, but let's make it first here. Select this plane, this side, and now what are we going to make? Let's make some lines, and you will see later on what we are going to do with this. Let's make another line here. Let's make another one here. Doesn't matter how long or in which direction you make them. Let's make one more time here. One here. Okay, and just to show you, you can also make it in which direction you want. Okay, so now we are going to use the rib tool. Let's go and click rib, and now it is asking us to select the profile. Let's go and select our lines, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so you can see what it has done. Let's just go hit enter or OK, and now you can see what we have created. Now we are going to go and explain the other options, why they are for and why they are used. Let's go and edit feature. Now Here it is a thickness. We can change it. We can make it 0.5 smaller. We can change here the direction. So you can see now it's not in the middle of the line. In this case it is in the middle. Now it's not. Now it is on the bottom, and now it is on the top. But let's make it symmetrical. So this is one more time the thickness. Now we can go here and edit this. So this is if we want to have some draft at the bottom or at the top. Let's just give it some value and see what happens. Let's make it 10. Oops, it's just too much. Let's make it just 2. And now you can see what it actually did. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 3. Now you can see that at the bottom the base is bigger than the top here. So this is to make the opposite. At the root, this is at the top. And so this is basically what it does. Alright. Now with this lecture we are finished with this panel here. In the next lecture we are going to continue with the other panel, with the modify panel here. And we are also going to learn how to use these other option tools here. So I'm not going to save this. Just going to close it. I'm not going to save it. And alright. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.